This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Well, welcome to 8th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20. Rob Polinsky here with you today. Bob Schlembaker doing all the camera work. The 8th graders from General Johnny Wilson are in the blue uniforms, and the 8th graders, the young ladies from Longfellow, in white. We are at Longfellow Middle School. Nate Smith, one of our refs, he'll put the ball in the air for General Johnny Wilson. I can tell you Desire Tinsley Lumpkin is jumping for Longfellow. And I'll tell you here in a second, jumping for General Johnny Wilson, Derica Coates, and that jump ball is controlled by General Johnny Wilson. And Paige Barricklow with it. She'll stop and put up the jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, back up, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds. Starting for General Johnny Wilson, Mia Hilko, Paige Barricklow, Tanisha Lanos, Feasara Olatoy, and Derica Coates. Starting for Longfellow as they bring it into the front court. It's knocked away and stolen. Get you their starters in half a second here as the pass gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn Ferguson, Nasiah Steelman, and Jasmine Gonzalez, Amaya Overton, and Desire Tinsley Lumpkin. Amaya Overton had it knocked away. It's going to be stolen. Mia Hilko has it, put it up, no good. Offensive rebound is back up, no good, and it's saved from going out of bounds by Brooklyn Ferguson. She'll pass ahead to Tinsley Lumpkin. Desire Tinsley Lumpkin missed the shot, and the rebound comes down to Derica Coates. Derica Coates into the front court. Pass stolen away by Brooklyn Ferguson. Brooklyn Ferguson ahead of the pack, lays it up, missed it. And on the outlet, Mia Hilko has it. She'll pass ahead to Lanos. Lanos put it up, no good. The return is no good. And coming out of there with it is Paige Barricklow. They'll set up the offense to Tanisha Lanos. Left side jumper goes up, it's no good, and Brooklyn Ferguson comes away with it. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. We have no score, and we're going to get a traveling violation. Brian Joyner is the head coach of General Johnny Wilson in his fourth year. They're 6-0 this year. For Longfellow, they're in the white uniforms, are coached by Brian Lynch in his second year. They have a record of 4-3. Left side, the shot goes up. Danica Coates misses it. And offensive rebound for General Johnny Wilson. They'll pass it to Amaya Overton. And the outlet is going to be stolen away by Brooklyn Ferguson. And we have a bump and a foul. .4:14 to go first quarter. We have no score. 8th grade girls basketball. Longfellow, the home team in white. General Johnny Wilson, the road team in the blue. Brooklyn Ferguson into the front court. Her pass loose on the floor. They battle for it, and we're going to get a jump ball. Kiara Jenkins will check in for General Johnny Wilson. On the inbound, it gets knocked out of bounds. That's a turnover. General Johnny Wilson will get it back. And with it is Jenkins. Pass on the left side to Barricklow. Her jumper goes off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Tinsley Lumpkin. She'll pass it off to Brooklyn Ferguson. She's double teamed in the backcourt, in trouble, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul as they tried to steal the ball from Ferguson. And that foul goes on Tanisha Lanos. Substitution for Longfellow, Brianna Barker coming in. They'll inbound it to Desire Tinsley Lumpkin. Inside the three-point line, her bounce pass goes back to Nasiah Steelman, and it's knocked away and stolen. Kiara Jenkins has the basketball, top of the key. Pass on the left side, Derica Coates puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound is back up off the rim again, no good. Missing that is Tanisha Lanos. Shot goes up, missing that one was Kiara Jenkins. And at the left elbow, the jumper goes up by Tanisha Lanos, it's no good. Rebound hauled in by Nasiah Steelman. And it's stolen away. And you get it ahead to Mia Hilko. Hilko will get it back outside to Jenkins. Jenkins in the lane, put it up, no good. Nobody can buy a bucket here early. And Amaya Overton got the rebound, and they get the outlet out to Brooklyn Ferguson. She'll put it up, no, but she'll get a couple of free throws. 2:41 to go in the first quarter, clock stop. No score, but Brooklyn Ferguson will have a chance to change that. Brooklyn Ferguson from Longfellow. Her favorite teachers, Mrs. Mackey, Mr. Kaminsky. Favorite athlete, she says, is her brother, Damon Heisel, and a future goal for her, she would like to be in the WNBA. That's Brooklyn Ferguson. Brooklyn line left. First free throw up and good. And Longfellow gets on the board first. They lead 1-0. For General Johnny Wilson, the 8th grade coming in is Lena Sweet. Second free throw is up and in by Brooklyn Ferguson. And the inbound, it is thrown away. It'll be Longfellow basketball with 2:33 to go in the first quarter. They'll get it ahead to Nasiah Steelman, puts it up, no, but she's fouled. She'll get a couple of free throws. Free throw up and in. So Nasiah Steelman with the free throw. And it's 3-0. Longfellow, all 3 points coming from the foul line. 2:28 to go first quarter. Steelman again, good again. Well, Longfellow hitting all 4 of their free throws today. And Kiera Jenkins with the basketball for General Johnny Wilson. Passes ahead to Llanos. Llanos will get a whistle and a foul. And inbounding will be Llanos. Llanos looking. She'll get it in to Olotoy. And the jumper goes up. It's an air ball short by Lena Sweat. It's out of bounds to Longfellow. Brooklyn Ferguson with the basketball. Pass gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Longfellow to inbounds. The lob is going to be intercepted by Olatoy. Nice job by that young lady. She gets the interception. She'll get it ahead to her teammate Llanos. Over to Jenkins. The shot goes up around the rim and it went in. Kiera Jenkins. Her first points, first 2 points of the game for General Johnny Wilson. They trail 4-2. Pressure in the backcourt and dribbling it off her foot and out of bounds was Nasiah Steelman, and that will give the basketball back to General Johnny Wilson.
Don't take my coat no more. You my coat, bro. I ain't playing. I ain't playing. For what?
Inbound Jenkins. Jenkins with the basketball. Her team trails 4-2. Pass loose on the floor, picked away by Brooklyn Ferguson. And it's going to be knocked away, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be Longfellow basketball with 1:17 to go in the first quarter. Long outlet. Overton has it. Overton's pass cross court for Brianna Barker. Brianna picks up the dribble, double teamed, in trouble, got to get rid of it. Looking for a teammate, does so to Ferguson. She'll let it fly. It banks it off the glass and rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Llanos for General Johnny Wilson. Into the front court, she'll hand it off to Jenkins. Jenkins on the drive. Jenkins put it up, no good. Rebound Barker for Longfellow. She'll hand it off to Ferguson. Ferguson gets it ahead, and we're going to get a whistle, and a blocking foul will go on Llanos with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. Inbound, they'll get it to Ferguson. Ferguson, top of the key three, banks it in. What a shot by Brooklyn Ferguson. She's got 5 in the quarter, and it's 7-2. 30 seconds to go first quarter. Jenkins puts up the shot. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Tinsley Lumpkin. Her outlet pass for Brianna Barker. Barker has it. Barker ahead of everybody. She wants to lay it up. Does so and scores. Brianna Barker, her first points of the ball game. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Longfellow leads 9-2. Llanos had it knocked away. Barker has it. Barker picks up her dribble, gets it to Ferguson. Half-court heave off the glass, no good. Our score after one quarter, it is Longfellow 9 and General Johnny Wilson 2. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're watching 8th grade girls basketball. WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Our little superhero looks pretty happy.
Yes, he does. I've been teaching him that eating healthy will make him grow up strong. It's so important that we both encourage him to eat healthy and exercise regularly, and that we live that way in front of him. You know, it's never too early to start.
I wish I'd eaten healthier when I was his age.
Yeah, maybe if you had, you would have developed some special powers also.
92% of kids and teens have a poor diet, but you can change that. Teach your kids the importance of healthy eating in a language they can understand.
General Johnny Wilson to inbound to begin the second quarter. They're in blue, Longfellow on defense in white. Longfellow leads 9-2 as we begin the second quarter of action. And just into the game is Nayeli Martinez with the steal. And we get a whistle on. It's going to be Longfellow basketball, I believe it is. And Brianna Barker will inbound. So Nayeli Martinez just checked into the game, and she'll get the inbound. Nayeli has it. She's going to hand it off to Brooklyn Ferguson. Brooklyn Ferguson, top of the key three. It's no good. Offensive rebound up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Llanos for General Johnny Wilson. She's double teamed, gets it ahead. Barricklow puts it up and hits it. Paige Barricklow, her first points of the ball game, and it makes it 9-4. And there's going to be a steal as they have the scoreboard wrong. They got it 11-2, but it's 9-4 as that was General Johnny Wilson making that basket. Barricklow has it again. Barricklow on the run, puts it up, misses that one. Offensive rebound, back up and in, and making that time is going to be Derica Coates. She has two, and it makes it 9-6. Inbound is going to be stolen away by Llanos. So a nice start of the second quarter for General Johnny Wilson. They get it on the left side. Coates misses the shot. And the rebound, they'll clear it ahead and get it to Barker. Barker ahead of everybody, wants to lay it up, does so and scores. Brianna Barker, her second layup of the game. She has 4 points, and that makes it 11-6. Longfellow out in front. Paige Barricklow with it. Paige Barricklow lost it on the way up. It's stolen away. And then Llanos got it back. Her pass for Coates. Coates laid it up, no good. Got her own rebound, put it up and in. Derica Coates with 4. And it's 11-8. So the pace picking up in the second quarter, the scoring picking up in the second quarter. We get it ahead to Tinsley Lumpkin, put up the shot, no good. She's fouled and she'll go to the free throw line. Desire Tinsley Lumpkin. Her favorite teachers are Mrs. Mackey and Mr. Kaminsky. Her favorite athlete is LeBron, and when she grows up, she would a future goal for her, she would like to become a chef and a baker. And it's Desire Tinsley Lumpkin at the line for two. Her team leads 11-8 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. First free throw is short. Fayasara Olatoy back in for General Johnny Wilson. And coming in for Longfellow. Don't have that number 14. Free throw is up and in by Desire Tinsley Lumpkin. But I think that was one of the 7th graders. And when I can go back and look at her name, I'll get that for you. It's 12-8. And coming away with the steal is Brooklyn Ferguson. Puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Olatoy. She'll hand it off to Barricklow. Barricklow, and we get a whistle. And a foul was committed that time. So it will be General Johnny Wilson to inbound. And they get it into Kiara Jenkins. Jenkins with the basketball to Barricklow. Barricklow will lob it ahead, putting it up, missing it was Coates, but she'll shoot a couple of free throws. So Derica Coates, 8th grader from General Johnny Wilson, has 4 points all in the second quarter. She's at the line. Her team trails 12-8. Free throw no good. Remains 12-8 with 3:21 to go in the half. Second free throw is good. Coates with 5, and it's 12-9. 12-9. Longfellow leads by 3. They throw it away. General Johnny Wilson gets it back, trailing by 3. General Johnny Wilson, the visiting team, in the blue uniforms on offense, and in white on defense is the home team, Longfellow. They'll lob it out to Paige Barricklow. Barricklow had her pass stolen away. And here comes Barker. Barker lays it up and in. She's made 3 layups. She's got 6. And it's 14-9 Longfellow. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. They're going to lob it ahead to Coates. Coates ahead of everybody, lays it in. Derica Coates with 7, and it's 14-11. On the inbound, we have a whistle and a foul. They haven't given the points yet to General Johnny Wilson, but they definitely scored a basket to make it 14-11. They'll get it into Brooklyn Ferguson. The lob, try to get to Barker. She comes away with it, but she traveled. Barricklow with it, gets it into the front court. Her pass to Coates. Coates inside, put it up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and the ball will remain with General Johnny Wilson. And inbounding will be Kiara Jenkins. Gets it to Coates, out to Barricklow, measures the left side, 3 ball, off the rim, no. Offensive rebound, it was blocked. And we've got bodies on the floor, and we're gonna get a whistle and a foul. It'll stay with General Johnny Wilson with 2:10 to go in the first half. They trail 14-11. Jenkins will inbound to Coates. Back to Barricklow. We're going to post up Coates, get it to her, and she scores. She's got 9, and it's 14-13. Longfellow's lead is down to 1. Martinez into the front court, picks up her dribble. Gets it to Ferguson, puts it up, banks it off the glass and rim, no good. And now General Johnny Wilson with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Spinning it midcourt is Jenkins, stays with it all the way, coast to coast, flips it up, missed it, no good. What an effort, though, that time by Kiara Jenkins. And we are going to get a jump ball, and the alternating possession arrow goes to Longfellow. Minute 32 to go in the first half. It's 14-13. Longfellow's lead is 1. Bob Schlumbaker doing the camera work. My name's Rob Polinsky. Glad you could join us for 8th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20. Traveling violation, and that will give the ball back to General Johnny Wilson. In the backcourt with the basketball is Coates. Coates gets it. Going to dribble ahead. Had it knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Longfellow basketball. Get it in to Barker. She needs help. Does so to Ferguson. Ferguson bounce pass to Tinsley Lumpkin, who misses the shot. Offensive rebound. Ferguson back up. No good. Offensive rebound again for Longfellow. Under a minute to go in the half. Hooking it up. No, but a foul. And we're going to get a couple of free throws for Brooklyn Ferguson. She'll shoot a couple of free throws. No good. Told you earlier that Nayeli Martinez came in to the game. She says that her favorite teachers are Mr. Kaminsky and Mr. Raisler. And for her future goals, she would like to attain a scholarship. Well, that would be a good goal to have. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, and the shot goes up by Barker. It's no good. Coates comes away with it. Coates will get it ahead. He got it to Jenkins. Jenkins, nice job catching that pass and laying it in. Boy, that was not an easy job by Jenkins to haul in that pass. She did so. And General Johnny Wilson leads 15-14 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll still be Longfellow ball. They trail 15-14 as we have 30 seconds to go in the first half. Barker to inbound from half court. Looking, and her pass is intercepted by Coates. Coates has played a good game. She's going to drive in, miss it. Rebound comes down to Ferguson. Ferguson in the backcourt. Long outlet pass for Barker. Barker makes the catch. Barker with her pass, getting it to Nasiah Steelman. Back to Ferguson. She'll launch it. She'll miss it. Rebound, Mia Hilko to Coates. Coates lobbing it ahead for Jenkins. 8 seconds to go in the half. Jenkins, 15-footer, left wing, no good. Rebound Steelman, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ferguson in the backcourt. Ferguson from half court, and it's no good. Our score after one half of basketball, it is General Johnny Wilson 15, Longfellow 14. We'll be back with the second half after this timeout. You're watching girls 8th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Hi, my name is Mayra Codman. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying math and science through the College Credit Plus program. Taking classes through Titan College has really given me an advantage. I'm learning how to be a college student in my Titan College classes. I'm pretty much getting my associate's degree by the time I'm finished high school, and I'm excited because it's going to be free. I can get to where I want to go faster. As for Titan College's CCP classes, you've just got to be aware of the workload. You have to know that you will have more work. You can't slack, and there are more requirements and more thought processes involved. You gotta study. You do get used to it after a while, and it does get easier. Procrastination is a killer, so don't do it. I'm working on completing my associate's degree before I finish high school, and it's all thanks to Lorain High and Titan College.
And the start of the second half, it is General Johnny Wilson and Longfellow. General Johnny Wilson in the blue uniforms on offense, Longfellow on defense in the white. General Johnny Wilson leads 15-14 Derica Coates had 9. Kiara Jenkins with 4. Paige Barraclough with 2. And that shot missed by Tanisha Llanos. For Longfellow, it was Brianna Barker with 6. Brooklyn Ferguson 5. Nasiah Steelman with 2. And Desire Tinsley Lumpkin had 1. Those were the points for the first half for these two teams. General Johnny Wilson at 6-0. And Brian Lynch in his second year at Longfellow says his team is 4-3. So a very competitive first half. And Llanos has it for General Johnny Wilson. She'll hand it off to Jenkins. Jenkins turns around, gets it out to Barraclough. Page with a left 15-footer on the left side, no good. Rebound, Coates had it, lost control. It's out of bounds to Longfellow. And we'll get it inside to Coates. Coates with the basketball, double dribble. And that will give the ball back to Longfellow. No scoring in the third quarter. It's still 15-14. We have 4:15 to go in the third quarter. And it is General Johnny Wilson in blue with the 1-point lead. Pass ahead for Brianna Barker. Barker gets it on the right side. The jumper goes up off the rim, no good by Nasiah Steelman. And on the rebound, we're going to get a whistle and a foul, and the ball will stay. I should say it's going to go to General Johnny Wilson. That foul went on the young ladies from Longfellow, but Ferguson with the steal lays it up and in. Brooklyn Ferguson, she's got 7. That leads her team, and they lead 16-15. First points of the second half. They get it into Coach. She's double teamed at a whistle, and we're going to get a foul. I told you that Aisha Coleman just came into the ball game. Her favorite teachers are Mrs. Mackey and Miss Kopak. Her favorite athlete is her brother, Naz Bohannon, now at Youngstown State, formerly with Lorain. She would like to be a doctor and make her mom happy. Those are some future goals. So nice goals for Aisha Coleman. Jumper goes up. It is no good. Missing that was Tanisha Llanos. And Ferguson will bring it into the front court. Ferguson with it. Ferguson puts the shot up off the rim a couple of times. No good. And we get a whistle and a foul, says Nate Smith. Stops the clock with 3:25 to go in the third. And it will be Longfellow's 8th graders to inbound. They lead by 1. The inbound, the shot goes up, missing that off the rim that time was Steelman. And here comes Jenkins, had it knocked out of bounds. General Johnny Wilson will keep possession. They are coached by Brian Joyner in his 4th year, 6-0 this year. And for Longfellow in his 2nd season with a 4-3 record this year, Brian Lynch. Jenkins gets it inside to Coates. Coates going to the basket. We get a whistle and a foul, and that one is going to go on Aisha Coleman. Told you that Nasiah Steelman took a couple of shots in this quarter. Her favorite teachers, Miss Kopak, Miss Mackey. Favorite athlete, Kyrie Irving. And one of her future goals is she would like to be in the WNBA. Inbounds, they look. They get it inside to Barraclough. Her shot partially blocked, and getting the rebound was Mia Hilko. And she was fouled. She's going to shoot a couple of free throws with exactly 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hilko will shoot 2. Her team trails by 1 point. Mia puts it up and scores. Mia Hilko, her first point of the ball game. And we are now tied at 16. Hilko again, we're going to get a lane violation, as going into the lane quickly was the General Johnny Wilson team. So that free throw is taken away, and we're tied at 16. Ferguson gets it into the forecourt. Ferguson all the way to the hole. Had a shot blocked by Coates. Nice job by Derek Coates. And we're going to get a jump ball as it came loose. Aisha Coleman was wrestling for it for Longfellow. She gets tied up. And with 2:48 to go in the third quarter, the alternating possession arrow goes to General Johnny Wilson. They get it ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins on the drive, and she is going to be fouled. And it will be Kiara Jenkins at the line. She has 4 points. Free throw is good. Off the rim a couple of times, it went in. And we've got Melinda LeBoy coming into the basketball game. She plays for Longfellow. Second free throw is good. Kiara Jenkins made them both. She's got 6. Her team leads 18-16. Ferguson into the front court. The 8th grader from Longfellow. Her team down by 2. Gets it in the corner. Steelman's jumper for the tie is no good, and Jenkins gets the rebound. 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Her pass knocked out of bounds, and it'll still be General Johnny Wilson's possession, as Tanisha Llanos will inbound. She's looking. She'll lob it to Coates. Coates gets around the defender, put it up, yes, and a foul. So Derica Coates with the 11. She'll look for 12 at the free throw line. She was fouled by Aisha Coleman. And it makes it 20-16, General Johnny Wilson. Free throw is up and good. She completes the 3-point play, and it's 21-16. General Johnny Wilson by 5 with 2:08 to go in the third quarter. Ferguson into the front court, dribbling through the defense, lays it up, missed it. Rebound, Derica Coates clears it ahead to Jenkins. Jenkins passing ahead to Llanos. Llanos with the jumper around rim, and it fell off. Rebound, Paige Barraclough. Bounce pass back outside to Jenkins. She'll go into the lane. The runner is banked in. So Jenkins and Coates have combined for 20, and it's 23-16. General Johnny Wilson by 7, their biggest lead of the ball game. 90 seconds, third quarter. Aisha Coleman, her pass intercepted by Coates. Coates driving in. Coates then traveled with the ball. That'll give it back to Longfellow. Wow, they're saying that the travel was on Longfellow, and we're going to have a timeout for Longfellow, and that lets us, we can tell you that you're watching 8th grade girls basketball on Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, Spectrum Cable. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your enrollment and informational needs. Like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook to win great prizes. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV20. Check out the YouTube station. That's Lorain Schools TV 20 with 1:23 to go in the third quarter. 23-16. General Johnny Wilson leads. Told you a lot about Brianna Barker. She played earlier. She's favorite coach teachers are Mrs. Mackey, Mr. Kaminsky, favorite athlete Kyrie Irving, and she would like to be in the WNBA and also be a veterinarian. Melinda LeBoy, who just checked in, favorite teachers Mr. Raisler, Miss Kopak, favorite athlete is LeBron, and she would like to work in the medical field. So telling you about some of these young ladies. Llanos with the basket on the inbound. 25-16. Minute 10 to go, third quarter. And General Johnny Wilson having a hard time. It gets stolen away by Barraclough. She gets it ahead to Llanos. She put it up and in. Llanos with back-to-back baskets. She has 4, and it's 27-16. General Johnny Wilson lead is up to 11. On the inbound is stolen away, and that shot is up, no good by Llanos. Ferguson comes away with it. She's going to be fouled by Mia Hilko. And they'll inbound at half court with 44 seconds to go in the third. We get it back to Ferguson. Ferguson trying to get around the defender, can't. Stops, comes back, puts it up, air ball off the glass. Coates' outlet pass is stolen by Ferguson. She got it into Coleman. Coleman falls down, and the shot is no good. They're going to pass it ahead to Llanos. Llanos put it up, missed it. Got her own rebound, put it back up and in. Llanos with 6 points in the quarter, 29-16. 10 seconds, third quarter. Ferguson is going to be fouled by Kiara Jenkins with 9 seconds to go in the third. Boy, a huge third quarter for General Johnny Wilson. They have outscored Longfellow 14-2. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. 2 seconds, 1. Ferguson gets off the 3, and that is no good. We have played 3 quarters of basketball. Our score, it is General Johnny Wilson 29 and Longfellow 16. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this timeout. You're watching girls 8th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Longfellow with the ball to start the fourth quarter. They trail 29-16. Brooklyn Ferguson had it inside, lost control of it, and it's going to be stolen away. They're going to lob it ahead to Llanos, and she'll lay it up and in. Llanos with 8. 14-2. General Johnny Wilson outscored Longfellow in the third quarter. Barraclough with the steal lays it up, no good, and it's now 31-16. And it will be Paige Barraclough shooting a couple of free throws. Into the ball game is Amaya Overton. She started, now she comes back in for Longfellow. That young lady says her favorite teachers are Mrs. Kopak and Mr. Kaminsky. Favorite athlete is LeBron, and her future goal would be to be in the WNBA. Free throw is up, it's no good. By Paige Barraclough, she has 2 points tonight. 5:35 to go, it's 31-16. General Johnny Wilson in blue with the lead over the 8th graders of Longfellow, who's wearing white. Second free throw, no good. Overton, we just told you about her, she gets the rebound. Her pass is going to be run down in the backcourt by Brooklyn Ferguson, and we have a whistle and a blocking foul.
I was in there for like 2 hours with Aiden's cousin. It's called weather.
Brianna Barker to inbound. Barker's inbound. Gets it in, and that's going to be stolen away, and coming away with it. We've got some 7th grade young ladies who are into this game. We had them earlier today. Paige Barricklow puts it up, no good. And on the rebound is going to be Brooklyn Ferguson. They get it ahead, and Desire Tinsley Lumpkin misses the shot. The outlet pass stolen away by Brooklyn Ferguson. Gets it inside, shot goes up, blocked by Brianna Barker, and they'll inbound. Barker to inbound. Gets it in for Amari Overton. Overton lost control. And Brooklyn Ferguson puts up the three-pointer, no good. Shot goes up, it's going to be good, and a foul. Desire Tinsley Lumpkin will go to the foul line. She has 3 points. She's looking for 4 at the line. 4:29 to go. Shot goes up. It is no good. And it will go out of bounds to General Johnny Wilson. Going to get it ahead. Lanos on the drive, put it up off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Amaya Overton, and we get a whistle. And a holding foul, says Nate Smith, with 4:13 remaining. Nayeli Martinez, we told you about her a little bit earlier, and again to reiterate, her favorite teacher is Mr. Kaminsky. Mr. Raisler, she would like a scholarship. That's one of her future goals, is Aishalay Coleman comes back into the ball game. So we're going to get a couple of free throws from Amaya Overton. She's looking for her first points of the ball game with 4:13 to go. So her team trails 31-18. Actually, this is going to be a 1-and-1 as they are in the bonus.
Sit down.
Free throw up, no good. And on the rebound, it will come down into the game from the 7th grade team is Mackenzie Wilbon. Mackenzie Wilbon with it. Gets it into the front court. And cross court with a pass to Coates. Coates puts it up and in. Derica Coates with 14. And it's 33-18 with 3:50 to go in the basketball game. Brooklyn Ferguson into the front court. Ferguson gets it to Overton. Overton put it up. It's partially blocked. And it will come down to Mackenzie Wilbon. Wilbon with an outlet for Lanos. And Lanos puts it up short. Rebound Coates back up, no good. Rebound Lanos, turn around, got it. Boy, she's in double digits now with 10, and she never scored until the third quarter. 35-18, 3:20 to go in the game. Barricklow gets it to Wilbon. Mackenzie Wilbon lost control of it, knocked off the ball. They'll get it out to Brooklyn for Brianna Barker, and we get a whistle and a foul. Jasmine Gonzalez played earlier in the ball game. Mr. Kaminsky is her favorite teacher. She says because he's cool to me. It's kind of why like Bob's my favorite here. He's always cool to me. She says she doesn't have a favorite athlete, but she does like the Cavs. And her future goals is she'd like to be an artist and a nurse. Free throw, front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. Paige Barricklow got the rebound, and on that rebound we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And I think it's going on Barricklow. So we still have 3:06 to go. General Johnny Wilson out in front, 35-18 as they try to remain undefeated. And we're going to get another 1-and-1 for Brianna Barker. Hope you're enjoying this 8th grade girls basketball game on WLCS TV 20. Bob Schlumbaker on the camera work. My name's Rob Polinsky. Glad to be at Longfellow for you today. for this 8th grade game. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good, and Derek Coates has had a great game for General Johnny Wilson. Comes up with a rebound, long outlet pass that is too far and out of bounds. On the inbounds, in from the 7th grade game is Nakia Herman. Herman got it to Ferguson. Ferguson loses control of it and will go out of bounds. It'll stay with Longfellow with 2:48 to go. They're going to inbound to Ferguson. She'll launch one. It's a 3 and it's good. Brooklyn Ferguson with that 3 is in double digits with 10 points. Good for her. And her team trails 35-21. Llanos will get it into the front court. Her pass is picked off by Ferguson. Ferguson across midcourt. She wants to go all the way. Lays it up. No, it was blocked, and it'll be out of bounds, inbounded to Longfellow. Ferguson backs up, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to into the game for General Johnny Wilson. Again, I think we've got some 7th graders in here. I believe that is Delisha Brzezinski. In the 8th grade game, you can play 7th or 8th graders. Obviously, in the 7th grade game, they have to be 7th graders, but we're seeing some young ladies that we saw in the 7th grade game coming in now. We're going to get a couple of free throws, and this is Brzezinski. She'll put up the free throw, and she'll bank it in. So Prushinsky with the free throw, her first point. 36-21 with 2:15 to go in the ball game. Second free throw, that one's up, and that's banked in as well. 37-21. And they'll inbound it to Brooklyn Ferguson. She'll get it across midcourt as we approach 2 minutes to go in this basketball game. Ferguson on the drive on the right side. Derica Coates with a block, but she's going to get whistled for the foul as well with 1:59 to go. So Ferguson will shoot a couple of free throws. Free throw is good by Ferguson. She has 11. Longfellow trailing 37-22. Second free throw, missed that one. Rebound, Prushinsky for General Johnny Wilson. Lost it out of bounds. It'll go right back to Longfellow. They have the ball. They trail by 15. And we have a timeout on the court with 1:55 to go. And that'll let us remind you that one more time. You're watching 8th grade girls basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. If you're just joining us, after one quarter, Longfellow actually led 9-2. At halftime, General Johnny Wilson started their comeback. They led 15-14. They had a huge third quarter. They led after 3, 29-16, and now they lead 37-22. Leading the way for General Johnny Wilson and scoring Derica Coates with 14, Tanisha Llanos with 10, Kiara Jenkins has 8, Paige Barrichello with 2, Amia Hilko with 1, and Delisha Brzezinski has 2 points. For Longfellow, Brianna Barker with 6, Brooklyn Ferguson with 11, Nasiah Steelman has 2, and Desire Tinsley Lumpkin with 3. On the inbound shot goes up, good, and a foul. And that is made by Brooklyn Ferguson. Give her 13, she'll look for 14. Makes it 37-24, her team trailing by 13. 1:49 to go. Ferguson puts it up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Kiara Jenkins. Jenkins brings it into the front court. Puts it up, no good. Brooklyn Ferguson with a rebound. Ferguson will get called for kicking the ball. Actually, that kick was by Jenkins, so it'll stay with Longfellow. They'll have to inbound. Nate Smith, long-time varsity official, one of the good guys in that profession. Nate done a really good job officiating over the years, coming down here to do this junior high game. On the right side, shot goes up, no good. Missing that was from the 7th grade team, Nakia Herman. And we have a foul, as Nakia Herman missed that shot, but a foul on General Johnny Wilson. We're going to get a couple of free throws here for Brianna Barker. She'll look to add to her 6 points. Minute 25 to go in the ball game. Free throw up and in. She has 7. 37-25. Barker again, and she made them both. She's got 8. 37-26. General Johnny Wilson now get it into Llanos. Llanos on the drive, put it up off the rim a couple of times, no good. Rebound back up short, and coming away with it is Ferguson. Ferguson picks up her dribble. She'll get it ahead to Steelman. Steelman's pass to Barker. She lays it up and in. She's got 10 points. And it's 37-28, under a minute to play. In the backcourt, Jenkins with a dribble. Gets it ahead to Llanos. Llanos with 45 seconds to play. Back to Jenkins. Cross court. They're going to get it. And the back outside, shot or pass is knocked away, stolen. And Brooklyn Ferguson came away with it, put it up. No, and she's fouled. Stops the clock with 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Infinity Goodwin came into the basketball game for the 8th graders for General Johnny Wilson. Free throw by Ferguson is around rim and it fell off. So that's Infinity Goodwin in the game, wearing number 35 in the blue uniform. To try to cut it to an 8-point game. The shot is up, and that's off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Lena Sweet. Lena Sweet with it. Lena Sweet on the drive. She's going to put it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Llanos. She'll get it out to Jenkins. She'll hang on to the ball. 15 seconds to go. Her team leads by 9. Jenkins on the dribble. She's going to drive to the hole, lay it up, no good. Got her own rebound, puts it back up. Glass and rim, no good. And Ferguson has it. Llanos knocked it out of bounds with 4 seconds to go in the game. And inbounding will be Coleman. Coleman inbounds, and we get a pushing foul with 3.5 seconds to go in the game. Ferguson with 13 points. She'll look to add to that. 3.5 seconds remaining. So the win will go to General Johnny Wilson. They're going to go to 7-0 on the year. Free throw up, and Ferguson makes it. She has 14. With the loss, it'll be a 4-4 record for Longfellow. 37-29. Let's see if Ferguson can make one more here. That one's good. She does. She makes them both. She has 15 of her team's 30 points, and that'll do it. Our final score, it was General Johnny Wilson over the 8th grade for Longfellow, 37-30. And we want to let you know that scoring by quarters, Longfellow led after 1, 9-2. General Johnny Wilson led at halftime, 15-14. They led after 3, 29-26, and they win it 37-30 in this 8th grade game. With the win, General Johnny Wilson, Brian Joyner, they go to 7-0. With the loss, Brian Lynch, the head coach of Longfellow, they go to 4-4. Scoring individually for General Johnny Wilson, Mia Hilko with 1, Paige Barriclow with 2, Kiera Jenkins had 8, Tanisha Llanos had 10, Derica Coates with 14, Delasia Przinski had 2. For Longfellow, Brianna Barker with 10, Brooklyn Ferguson with 15. They had 25 of their team's 30 points. Nasiah Steelman had 2, and Desire Tinsley Lumpkin with 3. A lot of people to thank. Want to thank all the head coaches today for the 8th graders. It was Brian Joyner and Brian Lynch. Appreciate their help. earlier in the 7th grade game. Want to thank Ken Faria and Angel Sanchez for all their help. Want to thank Bob Schlumbaker. Did a great job here today with the camera work. Appreciate the efforts of Bob Schlumbaker. Most of all, we want to thank you for watching. Again, our final score here today from Longfellow Junior High, 8th grade girls basketball. It was General Johnny Wilson 37, Longfellow 30. For Bob Schlumbaker, this is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody, and reminding you, you've been watching 8th grade girls basketball on Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.